I have reached over 170 million in power in Roblox Lootify. And in this video, I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to get into the high numbers. So if you could, hit the like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So in this video, if you're more higher up in my area and such, you probably know a lot of these tips and tricks. So this is more so for beginners to more middle ground people. So, and I have good old Discord, and we're going to talk about, and I'm going to elaborate more on it, just to guys help you to gain more, power. Because if you have more power, you have more bragging rights, you're strong at the game, you can defeat better bosses, more rare loot, that kind of such. So we go over here, we go to Discord. I'm going to bring it on over here. Okay. Right here. Boom. I'm like an old person when it comes to this. Why is it like, okay. Okay, here we go. So basically they did one, and they said how to gain more power. And the first one they talk about is Rebirth. More rebirths mean better equipment. At the same time, getting more XP means your level will increase. The higher the level you are, the greater the power of your equipment. So yeah, let's go take a look right here. So if you go to your Rebirth section, and if you come right over here, so I'm current Rebirth 24. I only have, I think, one more to max out, one or two more. And as you can see right here, it'll show me what my current stats are enrolling for, rarity types. So I have a 58% chance of every roll to get a legendary, 40% mythic, 1% for celestial, and you get the point. But when I'm going to Rebirth, it tells me what my stats improve by. And as you can see, the legendary drops, which is good. We don't want legendary. We want the ethereal, infinity, illusory. So basically, when you rebirth, it does that. But also, the cool thing about rebirthing is it does drop your level, which is unfortunate in a way, because the lower level you are, if you have the same rebirth as someone, but you're level 1200 and they're level 1900, you'll still roll the same stats of the rarity, same chances right there, but they'll have stronger equipment since they're higher level. But the good thing is, if you rebirth, even though it sets you back in levels, it doubles your XP boost. So it makes it twice as quicker to level up. So you might be wondering, Charisma, should I, let's say I'm at 1200, and let's say I can rebirth, should I wait and go to level 900 or 1900 so I can get better, stronger equipment, or just rebirth as quickly as possible? Because you might, in the short term, you might want the better equipment. But my theory is I would rebirth as quickly as possible, because every time you rebirth, it doubles your XP boost. So if you're at 1300, you get to 1900, and then you rebirth and it sets you back to 1400, and you go up to 1900, and you rebirth again, set you to 1500, and you keep doing that. In my mind, that's going to take a lot longer versus if you were at 1200, went to 1300, rebirth, went down, went to 1400, rebirth, went down. It's going to be a lot quicker, because every time you rebirth, it doubles your XP boost to level up quicker. So if you rebirth a lot quicker than your friend, even though they might slightly have higher gear in the short term, because you're rebirthing so much and you're getting this double XP each time, so it just compounds more and more. I would rebirth as quickly as possible. That's what I'm doing now. So back to Discord. But yeah, definitely would want to rebirth as quickly as possible, in my opinion. AFK is really helpful for grinding. You will continuously earn XP coins and better equipment. Spending a long time AFK will bring you plenty of resources. Is a great way to boost your power. So yeah, that's going to be one of the best ones. One of the best things to do is AFK. If you don't AFK in this game, unless you're playing 8 hours a day, constantly on this game, which you're a madman at that point, kudos to you in some ways. That's just a lot of dedication. But you're going to get a good 80%, 80 to 90%, probably somewhere around there, of your growth from AFKing, because, well, if you're just AFKing for 12 hours a day and you're doing other things and you don't have to play the games, you're going to get a lot of loot that way and such, and level up. A lot of, leveling up your level, money, and all that jazz. Okay, next one is defeat the boss. Defeating the boss gives you a chance to obtain potions, ornaments, and keys. Potions and accessories can boost your grinding efficiency while using keys to increase your chance of getting better equipment. Now, Now there's a couple things when it comes to the keys and potions. They're more of supplements to help you get to things, but they're not like the all-in be-all to get you the higher power. The one thing that you really want are those ornaments. Those ornaments are what will like really just make you shoot up in power. So if you go up here, or if you go into my inventory, you can see right here, if you start out and such, you might only have, you know, less than 100. And once you get up to like my area, like 620 is going to make drastic. Like as you can see here, I have a 67 million. I was able to get that partly because I have such a high, you know, this gives me plus 620 luck. Like this, you know, it's a lot. And I still have a couple bosses I need to defeat and try to get a couple more. And if you guys didn't know, if you go over here to the black, where is it at? Right here. You go to loot upgrade. You click on your item. You can upgrade it, and it'll give it even more bonuses. So, like right here, it's like giving me plus 12, and it's giving me a 1% XP boost, and I can, you know, you can upgrade like 5 times. So, like, boom, that's really cool. So, what I might do is I might try to play a couple more bosses and see if I can get a better ornament before I use my money, and if not, then I'll just upgrade that. That way, if I upgrade it, you know, before I AFK, I should be able to get some better loot tomorrow. So yeah. Enchanting chests. There are 3 stages of chests. I think there's 4 now. Original chest, island 2, 3, and then 4. When you enchant chests, you can also set which islands you want respawn. So if you come over here, they're on each different island, and it'll say enchant chest. You'll click a button. It's like a 3rd button if you haven't done it, and it'll show you like a wheel right here. I think it'll show it right here. It'll show it like that, and it'll show you what items you need. Now, I just want to make sure you guys are on the same page here. Is depending on where you're an island and such, make sure if you go over here and you go to journal, make sure whatever, it'll show you what items you need. Make sure you see what world they're in. So let's say you're, you know, you're like world 2 or something. Just making this up. And it said you need these items right here. Make sure you go to the island that has those items, because when you set your spawn point, your enchantment point, so to speak, you'll get those specific weapons. So if I go to island 2 and I set my enchantment point on island 2, I'm only going to get world 2 items. But if I go to world 3 and I change my enchantment point to world 3, then I'll get world 3 items. So basically you want to make sure that you set the right enchantment point. That way you get the right equipment down here. That way you can contribute to the next enchantment point so you can get better weapons. That's a little confusing, but basically what I had to go through was it was like island 3, I needed some gear, but I had to go back to like island 2 to like get it. And for the longest time I just wasn't finding the gear because I didn't have the right enchantment point. So that's why I just double make sure you go to your journal right there and make sure the loot that you need is, know what world it is, and then find the right enchantment point on depending on which island it's on. Okay. And basically, what does enchanting chests help with? Better chance of chest, better equipment, more XP, more coins. The chest chances will change once you reach a certain number of rebirth. Now, the drawback is, if you rebirth a certain point, and let's say you get to world 4, and you haven't enchanted this area yet, there'll be a point where you go to rebirth, and your rarity stats will not change until you enchant this chest. Now, it will still help in terms of getting double XP to where you can level up quicker, but you won't get better rarity stats. So you really want to prioritize, you know, getting these enchantment spots filled out. And if you're having trouble, I'll show you a little hack right here. So if you guys like go around, I don't know if I can see one around here. They're all lying around. They're called ancient relics. Okay, so if you go like into the water, you can see them like all right there. If I don't have my pet, but they're like right there. They're like these little iron ingots. You just go and you click E on them, and basically you collect a bunch of them. And what you can do, if you go over here, if you go to the blacksmith and you go to forging item, you can use them to create items. So let's say you're having a problem enchanting your chest, and let's say you go over here and you need, a certain type of helmet, like a mythic helmet. No, yeah, forging items. So let's say you need a mythical helmet. So you can go over here, click this. It only costs 1 for the helmet. Let's say you need 15 red helmets. You can literally just click this 15 times as long as you have the right enough right there. Take that, and then literally should be in your items section right there. You take it, you go over here, and then you just enable it or put it in the system, and then boom. So it's a really good little trick. And the last one is fuse and upgrade equipments. You can find blacksmiths all in the main island, which you can fuse your equipment and upgrade them. This is the main way to boost your power. So yeah, just like how I explained before. Typically, if you go over here, you go to upgrade. You go over here, I can upgrade it. Now, if it's an item like this, if it's an item like these three, I'm not as inclined to upgrade them because there's always a good chance you can get better equipment the next day if you just like AFK. There's a chance you might not, and especially if you're not maxed out yet. Like I'm not even maxed out yet. I could get way better ones than this and still upgrade them. So I'm not going to use my gold on these. If you're going to use your gold at all to upgrade them, it would be your luck ones because that's by far worth it. Because at least if you upgrade this one, you're going to get better loot versus if you upgrade this one and then the next day you get a better sword and then you just wasted like 30 million. Which, if you guys didn't know, they added another blessing tower on Island 4. So if you go to Island 4, go over here, a little bit further away. I wish I brought my horsey or something, but they should add like a cheetah to this game where I just go like supersonic speed. But they have one on World 2 and then World 4, which I'm at right now. You go over here, and they have all these different stats to use your gold. So what I've been doing now is I've been using my gold to max out this. So basically, my priority is to get as much gold as possible because the more gold I can get as quickly as possible, I can start upgrading the rest of these as possible. And some of them are good ones like better base luck, potion duration, more stamina, luck boost, mounting speed for water, that's nice. Loot shrimp cap, which you can find those in the ocean. Message bottle cap and then the SeaWorld cap, which can give you like bonuses like down here. Just like that. So, gold's really important. And there you go. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good guide to get, stronger at the game. So yeah, this is, oh crap. I don't think I don't know if I can beat him. He might be a little too strong for me. But what I can do is try to go for that one because I don't have that one yet. So the Holy Girdle, it's only a 10% chance, but it'll be better than this one and I can get even better loot. So yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate this video. Help me get to 19,000 subscribers, and yeah, I'll be coming out with more videos.